I'm back. New year, new me. I've been saying it all week. What's going on, guys? Alex here with another Market Watch video. But before we get started, I want to shout out Chaotic Meatball for guiding me and give me some support and some knowledge on Yu-Gi-Oh! And mostly editing and how to present my content to you guys and change it up a little bit for this year, 2020. I hope you guys had a very good Christmas. I hope you guys have a lot of good New Year's resolutions, just like I do for this channel. More content for you guys, and I'll be doing a series with him as well, Chaotic Meatball. Progression City, just like everybody else is doing, but about the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! And doing a lot of duelings with old meta decks and move on little by little until we get to the current format we're on, etc., etc. So it's gonna be a very cool videos coming out for you guys. Episode 1 should be here by the first week of January, and we're gonna go from there. And Market Watch is still gonna be here. I am gonna change the name for them, so I'm gonna call them Market Watch Mayhem or something like that. Chaotic Market. So stuff that I got planned out for New Year, trying new things, trying new methods, new mics, process of getting some better equipment down the road, etc., etc. So thank you guys for being patient and supporting me. Thank you for staying subscribed, and the people that do watch daily, thank you so much. It might not seem a lot, but I like doing this whenever I can. But I am trying to stay at least 2 videos a week for you guys and give you content. If you haven't followed us well with the case open of Genesis Impact, I'll leave down the link down the description. You can watch that. But let's make this quick. I don't want to take too much of your time. Today being the 31st, people getting drinks, etc., etc. So let's just get started. What do I feel about collector's rare from Genesis Impact or any collector rares in the market? Personally, right now, I think they're cheap. I think a $70 Nightmare Phoenix is very good. I think a $70 Unicorn is good. These cards will eventually see meta play. Maybe not right now since we're in a mid-range combat. There's better removal like access code talkers, zoos, etc. But this card will eventually hit $100+. It might not be this week, next week, or next year. Haha, pun intended, right? But eventually these cards will go up. As in right now, I'll tell you what I'm doing with my money or my trades. As in right now, I am picking up slowly Nightmare Phoenix and Nightmare Unicorn so I can have at least a playset of each and just sit on them. It's a card that eventually will see play. It might not be this format, it might not be the next format, but it could be 3 formats down the road. You still have time if you're thinking of pick those up. What about the other collectors? I'm not a big fan of the other ones. Alistair Invoke Your Madness was never seen play, so there's no point for me to pick it up with that track history. Novas, I think those are gonna go up as people start developing more and more about Drytrons. So I can see Nova go up. It's only 3 per case, so eventually it's gonna go a little higher. Everything else seems fairly cheap. I am picking up Beat Cups because I love Beat Cup and I know it's a waifu, and for $22 to $25 currently, that's too cheap in my eyes. I already have 1 copy. I am looking for 2 more copies. Probably will trade or buy him. Most likely will buy him because you're looking at 23s, 24s for this, and it's a card that can go up over time. It's a waifu, nonetheless. Cosmic Cyclones is getting a lot of popularity because Shadow's Chisholm is a card that it's wrecking the meta, and once again, I think Dogmatica is the deck to beat, especially with the invoked stuff. It's just too consistent. Chisholm, they only play at 1, but Chisholm is such a great card that you just keep fusions them and you don't die. You keep going. Great card. You just summon Winda every turn. I mean, any deck that can summon Winda every turn is going to win, and that's been Dogmatica invoked at the moment with Shadows. It's just toxic right now. And you're looking at it right now at $70, and for a good reason. People are maining 2 of these, 2 to 3. You needed to win to out Chisholm and to out construct late games. It's a grind game with them now. So they're already thinning your extra deck a little bit. Now you just gotta keep the resources, and resource game right now, resource manageable, it's very crucial. And if you don't have your ultimate rare, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You're not a real player. No, I'm just kidding. You do what you want to do. I got my playset of ultis, but I'm not playing with them because I care about them. I do have secrets, and I'm okay with that. And so I'm okay with playing commons as well. So it all depends what you want to do. But if you just want a playset, just know they're less than $1. But if you do want to go for secrets, more or less, you're gonna be in the $5 to $10 range for original prints, for the most part. If you want ultis, you're at 70. So you can do whatever you want with your money, with your Christmas bonus, New Year bonus, whatever you feel like doing. That's up to you. So you're looking at OGs right now. Lightly plays are $10, and near mints are $10. I can see Dark Illusions copies go up, maybe hit even $20 as more people start maining it, and just keep going. It's also good against Drytron. You get their ritual spell. Most decks are only playing one, so if you get their one ritual spell banished, there's not much recursion they could do. They have to go out of their way to, if there's a way to recycle. I'm not too familiar with the matchup, but there's people in my locals are starting playing it, so I'll get shows those recording matches for you guys as well. That's also gonna continue with this, but it's a trend that we're still gonna continue doing. Skullmeister is being made in the main deck, and you're looking at 50 to 70 to $100 copies from Strike Blast. Are you really gonna play these prices for a card that says negate monster effect engrave when a card effect? So it's anything. It's very good against Golden Lord deck and everything like that. But you do have other copies. You have commons for like $2 a piece, which are disappearing. But the one I would recommend right now would be Code of the Duelist Special Edition. Remember when we used to have special editions? Yes. Right now they're almost $4 a piece, and they're gonna disappear slowly and surely. I feel like the Code of the Duelists are gonna eventually hit $10 if Skullmaster is the hand trap of the format. And for the most part, a lot of people rely on their graveyard. Drytrons require, and so does Airlands, or Curse Airland, stuff like that. It triggers engrave. You can throw Orcus when Orcus comes back in the meta, stuff like that. So something you might want to keep in mind if you don't have yours already. It only has 3 versions. We're kind of on reprint season, so I wouldn't go for the secret rares personally. But at the same time, your super rares are your best bet at this moment. Nibiru, it's a hand trap that's going back up to $85 to $90. You can already see 80 to 85, and then we're back to $105 to $120 for ulti Nibirus. Why is that? Combo decks, Drytron, you name it, rogue decks, any combo deck that wants to play. Dragon's still around, Infernoval is still around. You want to have one of the best hand traps in the format, and right now being Nibiru, it's gonna be for this format probably until March, April that we're gonna get on a ban list. So right now, yeah, they're $100+, dude. What are you doing if you have this? Like myself, I have some ultis. Am I keeping them? Am I playing them? No, I'm playing secrets because it's an ulti and I want to damage it, and I collect ultis. So that's just me. But you're gonna see the secret starting to trend up again, and you can already see that ulti is $100. What's the best next version? Oh, it's a secret rare. Yeah, $13, $14. So you tell me what you want to do. Personally, I would have your Nibiru. It's still a main deck card. Worse, it's a side deck card, and you should definitely consider, if you don't have yours, you might as well get him. Or what are you gonna do? Even to tell you that the premium gold is already $10. What does that tell you? Someone's gonna come in and it's gonna spike up the secrets probably to 20s sometime soon. So I mean, you tell me what you want to do. They're almost the same price. Just go for the secret rare. Highly recommend it. Speaking of Golden Lord and all that stuff, Curse Elland. Remember when this card was $5 the most? When it was 10, 15? I remember those days. You look at $30. And quickly going up to 35. So you have a couple from new people until he hits 35s, 33s, and up. And there's not a lot, left in the market. Someone can come in and just buy them out, or people can hold them back. And my guess, a lot of people are holding this back to eventually hit $40s to $50. Am I sure Curse Online could get to 60s? It could. It's a mandatory 3 in deck, just like Impermanence, but it's very hard to say what this card's going to happen to. The worst comes to worst, this might get reprinted in the March set, April set, but when that happens, is Golden Lords even is gonna be around by then, bandless. Do you know what I mean? So it does have a ticking time bomb for this $90 price for a playset to 100. But you want to do whatever you want with your money. I'm holding off currently, just currently, because I'm playing. You see my deck profile: Zodiac, Tri Brigade, working perfectly fine. I do have an updated version for you guys, and I'm gonna bring that up soon. You know, deck profiles. We're gonna do a lot of more stuff in this channel as well. Did you get a little Parallax Seed? It's almost $10. Yeah, I didn't know that. So yeah, if you pull this one, you know, use the TS pack or whatever you're doing. So just know these are $10 a piece, almost $10 a piece. So you're double your money. So yeah, just so you know. Did you guys also know that Sign Frame Lord Lambda? It's like $20. I didn't know that, and yeah, this card was like $5 for the most part. Yeah, roughly like $7. I have my playset when they were even like when they were 12s. I was like, no, I'm keeping my playset. This card's gonna be good, but I didn't expect it was gonna blow up to $20. So there's something for you guys to know that Battles Legend does have some type of value for the most part, but not really. So I always tell people pick generic cards. Lambda is a good generic card, and yeah, it's becoming the second most expensive card in the whole set. Wow. Isn't that crazy? Borlsor, it's something you should always have, and some of them is a $5 card you may want to have. And Almarash is still a card that I picked up personally. Kaiju's, Lancia, yeah, there's not a lot of value in Battles Legend left, so there's that. Something I am picking up, and you want to do whatever you want with your money, it's your money, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to tell you what you should pick up, but I'm telling you what I'm picking up so you can do whatever you want with that information. Warning Point's a great card. The more we transition to a control format, this card is going to win you games. This card and Gravesdigger something are the best cards you could probably start investing for 2021. Reason being, yes, they may get reprinted. Yes, they may get reprinted. But it's $6 for a reprint. Really gonna drag this down to like $3, $4? You have to think of the long-term investment. This card's for $7. Even if it gets a reprint, Warning Point, the original is still gonna stay minimum $5. Especially in control decks. The fact that this card's when a monster is summoned this turn, target face-up monster cannot attack. Face-up monster cannot attack. Effects are negated. Also cannot be used as material, perfusion, synchro, XYZ, or link. That's very good. You're stopping everything on summon. It's a worse judgment if you want to call it. You can think Warning Points as the next judgment or strike. Instead of paying life points, you just activate the trap. Of course, you know, judgments and strikes are a bit better because they can respond to it. But Warning Point being a card, it's a good card. And since there's not a lot of value in Phantom Rage, that's what I'm doing. I'm picking up as many as I can. Currently, I have nine, so 3 playsets. I'm trying to get as many as I can, probably like 30 copies, honestly. I'm trying to get 10 playsets as much as possible. So that's what I'm doing. That's my investments. And we're going to go with the videos I told you guys about my top investments, my top 5 investments, my top worst investments. That's when we're going to come in and talk why at that point I thought those, etc., etc. We should hurry up. I think we're like in 10 minutes already. I don't want to keep too much of your time. Plus you guys don't even watch this, so I guess it doesn't matter, right? Just talk. There's a lot of value in Rise of the Duelist. Just know that droplets are $100. Tactics are $100. Near Servants are like hundreds, I think. 70, 85s, yeah. A lot of value on Rise of the Duelist. And if you invested on this, you bought a case, and if you hold on to the case, you're doing very good right now. Starlights, they're still where they should be. There's no buyouts since we didn't get 2K from the government, which, you know, calmed the prices. But just know there's not a lot of this with Dogmatic Ecclesia. They're slowly getting picked off the market. This card could hit them numbers, as in 40 if everything goes right. Ice Dragon Prison for an Ultra being 35, it's amazing. Chisholm being $15, and everything else being crap. That's just my take on it. This starting to come back a little bit. Ash Dragon, etc., etc. Lastly, but not least, just looking at Starlights, since we're talking about $600 that we're getting for the government and $2,000 we're supposed to get later on, which most likely will be $1,200 again. If we do go there, of course. Some people started to take off their stuff on the market, off the market, and some people started relisting higher because they're preparing themselves. Last night, Wind Charmer, it had 13 listers. Now it has 7 because people are preparing themselves to unload them, and you can see them already. So have someone $2,000, and some people having $700, etc., etc. So there's that going on. Sorry for the intrusion if you guys still watching. Of course, IP Masquerade being a Starlight card that's seeing play in Drytrons. Of course, this is gonna go up. You're looking at almost $700, and people are relisting them to 1,000 because they are waiting for the buyouts. They're ready. They don't want to lose any value. They don't want to leave anything chance. So a lot of people turned their inventories off. Zeus is still probably staying at $300, I believe. Not a lot of people are playing Zeus. You only need one, but you can play 2. I played 2 Zeus, 2 Starlight Zeus for myself because I like to flex on kids. Yeah. Well, it's a Starlight. Yeah, don't touch it. It's mine. Help. Everything else is pretty much stable at the point. It's just your top cards of the sets, being, IP, Wind, and Apollosa being those cards. Lightning Star's not seeing a lot of play right now. Tactics, it's something I could see hit $100 just because. But it does have a target. I believe Tactics eventually is going to get banned. Not currently, but eventually. I think Tactics is going to be our first banned card. Probably in year 2022 after it had many reprints. That's just my call on it. Vader's not a good hand trap currently. This is getting some hype, the Earth Charmer, because you can do it with Zodiacs. Moonlit Chill, it's love and hate relationship, and everything else pretty much reasonable. I'm gonna start picking up Hittas because yeah. So that's all for the market right now. Just $200 for Hittas, and I slowly and surely started picking those up. Thank you all for watching. Sorry for the intrusions, and hope you guys watch all the videos. Remember, like, comment, subscribe to me, please. Help me. Help.